Dennis Rodman recently appeared on Vlad TV for an interview with DJ Vlad, and he gave his thoughts and opinions on why the Chicago Bulls dynasty was broken up after their 1998 NBA title, where that was their sixth title in 8 years. Now, Dennis Rodman strongly felt that the Bulls could have went for a four-peat in the 98-99 season since the NBA season was shortened to 50 games due to the lockout over a new collective bargaining agreement. Now, we all know there's no secret, especially now with the Last Dance documentary being released 3 years ago, that there were a lot of internal issues with the Chicago Bulls during that time. Scottie Pippen was demanded to be traded because he wanted a new deal. Also, Jerry Krause blatantly told Phil Jackson that I don't care if you go 82-0, you're gone after this season. Also, Jerry Reinsdorf being aloof and not stepping in and taking charge like an owner should of his own franchise. But Dennis Rodman feels that Michael Jordan basically hindered the Bulls from winning another championship due to the fact that since Jerry Krause was going to let Phil Jackson go, Michael Jordan was not going to play for the Bulls and not play for any other coach except for Phil Jackson, because they became very close during their whole time in Chicago. Also, a lot of people don't know this, that Michael Jordan tore a major ligament, in his hand when he nearly severed his finger with a cigar cutter. Okay. All right, my apologies, good people. Have a little technical issue. Now, what I was saying was that also during that year, Michael Jordan severed severed a ligament in his finger where he badly cut his finger on a cigar cutter and he had to have surgery. But basically, Dennis Rodman feels like the Bulls dynasty was ended from within with all the drama and turmoil that the team was going through during that season, which had definitely started during their fifth championship in 1997. And Dennis Rodman definitely had a point about why the Bulls dynasty ended and the factors why it ended. You know, it was a lot of infighting with Phil and Jerry Krause, Jerry Reinsdorf being out the way. He definitely has a lot of blame for that because he could have stepped in and said something and tried to see if Jerry Krause and Phil Jackson could patch things up, but he didn't do that. Also, you know, a lot of those guys, 9 times out of 10, would have been let go after that 97, 98 season because one, they were older, and also you would definitely have to overpay those guys and go over the cap in order to keep that team together. I mean, back then, who's going to spend, say, $110, $120 million on a team that's basically all in their 30s and try to win the NBA championship? That's impossible, and that's very unrealistic. Also, excuse me, I've gone on record and said this. I don't think the Bulls win the title in 99. One, they were older. Two, with Jordan having that injury, who would have came in and took over while Jordan was out for that long period of time? Because if, Jordan would have played instead of retired, he would have missed a few months. So who would have came in and filled in that role? Who would have signed a contract knowing that they're going to take a back seat to Michael Jordan once he came back? Nobody, unless you're going to find a very good veteran who could score that was ring chasing, and those don't grow on trees. But I mean, all successful teams who have that kind of run always get ruined from within. It's never an outsider. It's always from within. Look at the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Look what happened with that. The issues with Shaq and Kobe really, really led to that team's demise because they could have won a few more championships. If Shaq and Kobe could have found a way to work things out and find a common ground with each other, they probably win at least maybe 2 or 3 more championships together. Also, look at the Patriots. That was ruined from within. The relationship between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick really fractured after, I want to say, after they won that Super Bowl against the Falcons or the Super Bowl against the Rams. But around that time, the relationship between Brady and Belichick really fractured, and it was never the same like it was before. And also, it came down to a choice. Robert Kraft had a strong loyalty to Tom Brady. Bill Belichick didn't. So that was the end of that team. Look at now with the Warriors. That whole Draymond Green situation with Jordan Poole where he knocked him out is now became the knockout scene around the world. That's pretty much hindered that team. And now the GM, Steve Kerr is there, but now Bob Myers, he stepped down. Jordan Poole has gotten traded. So now we don't know what's going to happen with that team. Are they going to win another championship or are they going to go by the wayside? But yeah, all great dynasties get ruined from within. They never had an outsider ruin them. Matter of fact, look at a lot of the royal dynasties. They get ruined from within. Why? Jealousy, envy, turmoil, infighting, drama. Nobody wants to find a common ground. It's not about we, it's all about me. So that's what ruined the Bulls dynasty. That you had a lot of these players who couldn't come together for whatever reason, who had their own issues with management, as well as maybe the coach, because I think there were some issues with Phil as well. But when you have those type of issues and you're not together, you're not gonna function, and you're not gonna have success. I can't name any organization, whether it's in sports or just in business in general, that has thrived in dysfunction. And if anybody can give me one, hey, I might give you $1 million. I'm just playing.
Listen up, sports fans. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUs.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. We've also got hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest new European slots, and our live dealers are waiting for you at the table. Sign up at BetUS.com today to get into the action. BetUS, where the game begins.